Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Pep Talk, the podcast that gives you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us God. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're going to take some complex, common sense conversations that we hear in the world, that you see in the media, that you hear on social media. We're going to break them down into simple, understandable, digestible, and usable talking points and give you some action steps that you can take to improve your health, the health of your family. And if you're a physician, because we have lots of doctors globally that watch this program, you can take this information, share it with your practice members, and improve the health and quality of your community. Hey, I'm your host, Dr. Eric Naputi, 20-year practicing physician, really focusing on the root cause of people's problems, primarily in the field of functional medicine and functional neurology, where we're all about getting to the root cause of the problem. Today, I'm going to take you down a journey of hydration and water. I mean, who would have thought 20, 30 years ago that we're paying $2, $3, $4, $5 or more for a bottle of water? What should I drink? Flat water, sparkling water? What should we do? Yes, hydration is ridiculously important, but most people don't have the right information and data to make an informed decision of what to do. This conversation was triggered by a couple of my patients who've been asking me recently about hydration. And then in Today magazine, early this month, there was an article about sparkling water versus flat water, and it really sparked, whatever it is, it sparked the conversation about hydration. So here's what I'll tell you. Here's what the research shows. Sparkling water, known for its refreshing fizz, is it's a popular alternative to still water. It's also referred to as carbonated or seltzer water. The data shows that it is actually providing the same amount of hydration as the still water that you are getting from the bottle at the restaurants. Although sparkling water and still water are the same amount of hydration, they each provide different experiences. Some people feel more filled when they drink sparkling water. They might get a little temporary gas or bloating with it. Some people notice the bubbles help their stomach settle. But the data is real clear. When choosing water, the healthiest options are plain sparkling or mineral water without added sugars or artificial sweeteners. Let's talk a little bit about water and hydration. Now, I'm going to tell you a couple things. First of all, hydration is really important. And most people are walking around dehydrated. And it's not primarily because they're not drinking enough water or fluids. It's because they're not eating enough minerals in their diet and they're not getting enough vegetables. Now, listen to me. Water is important. But remember when Gatorade got really popular? Do you remember Gatorade, by the way, which was made in at University of Florida, Gainesville, Florida? They found that putting minerals into water allowed their football players not to have muscle cramps, and it helped improve their athletic performance. Well, dehydration is a big problem. Dehydration can lead to lots of symptoms like fatigue, blood sugar issues, blood pressure problems, muscle aches and pains, constipation, all the headaches, migraines. The list goes on and on and on. But did you know that the original formula for Gatorade was nothing more than water, sea salt, and a squeeze of lemon or a squeeze of an orange? That's all that it was. Yes, folks, it literally was salt water. Why? Because in healthy salt water are what? Minerals. In fact, in most organic sea salts, whether it's organic Baja Gold salt, whether it's pink Himalayan salt, whether it's Celtic gray sea salt, they have between 70 and 85 different minerals in there. The minerals like phosphorus and sodium and potassium and calcium and magnesium, those are the molecules that grab the water, take the liquid water, turn it into a gelatin-like substance that goes inside our body. Our body's water that's inside of us is not just like the regular water that you drink. In fact, when you urinate, and you're mostly urinating out unused water most of the time. So it's not consuming water that's the most important thing. It's eating vegetables and foods and nutrients and supplements that have minerals in it so you can actually absorb the water that you're ingesting. Now, how much water should I have? Well, you've probably heard, take your body weight in ounces of water, and that's how many ounces of water you're supposed to have a day. The reality is the reason why doctors tell people that is because they know they're not going to do that. They usually tell that to people who are dehydrated and knowing that they're going to probably drink about 70 to 80 to 90 ounces of water a day. That's all you need, folks. Some people can get away with 60 to 80 ounces of water. And yes, there are tests that you can do. You can do a urinalysis test to measure the thickness of the urine, the pH of the urine. You can do blood tests to get an idea of hydration. You can simply take your hand like this, and you can take your skin and you can pinch your skin. And when you pinch your skin like this, the skin is supposed to instantaneously drop down. Look, mine didn't. Mine stayed up a little bit. I'm a little bit dehydrated. I haven't had my fluids yet for the day like I should. So when the skin doesn't immediately drop down, see how it takes a second or so? That's a sign of dehydration. You can stick your tongue out, and your tongue can have little cracks in it. Call it a geographical or topographical tongue. That's a sign of dehydration. There's all kinds of signs and symptoms. So what do you do? What do you drink? What are some biohacks that'll help you? I wrote down some notes for you on this. I want to share those with you now. So first and foremost, the first biohack to improve water retention, which by the way, you're going to feel so much better. Your organs are going to work better. Your muscles and joints are going to be lubricated. Your brain's going to fire better. You're going to be able to see better, and digestion's going to improve when you have the adequate amount of fluids that your body needs for daily function. So number one, electrolyte balance. Adding electrolytes like magnesium, potassium, sodium, etc. to your water improves hydration. Now, how do you do that? Do you need to go get a nutraceutical product that has, liquid IV or something like that in it? No, you don't. You need to use salt, not table salt. Table salt is just sodium and chloride and a little bit of iodine. But the sea salt, the good, healthy, quality organic sea salts have 70 to 80, 85 minerals in it. Putting a pinch or a punch of that 2 or 3 times a day in your water can be a game changer for you. Number two, mineral-rich salts. I just said that. Let me back up for a second, because there are products on the market that are supplements that people sell, little powder packs that you add to your water, if those have sugar in it. And if people tell you the reason why the sugar is in it to improve absorption, that is a lie. The FTC should be going after these people. There's no data research that shows that having sugar in your minerals increases absorption. It's a palliative thing. It helps people palate the taste, because minerals taste like metal. They don't taste the best. But if somebody tells you that your liquid IV is better for you because it has sugar in it, that's just that's a lie. Water follows sugar. The sugar is going to stay outside the cell. You're going to get puffy and swollen because of that. It's not going to stay inside your system. Number two is the mineral-rich salt. So a pinch or a punch of Himalayan salt, Celtic gray salt, Baja gold salt, all that stuff helps the body improve water retention without the excessive risk of sodium. Sodium is going to cause you to retain water outside of the cells. You can't get the hydration into the cell where it belongs, and it's problematic. Sodium is what's in fast food. Sodium is what's in processed food. Sodium is what's in table salt that doctors tell you to stay away from to help improve cardiovascular function and blood pressure. Number three, structured water. I'm a huge fan of structured water. It's also known as gel water. It's a more natural form of water. That's what's normally found in plants, is that kind of water, and consumed with foods that are high with fiber is very beneficial for the body. Structured water is the easiest water for the cells to absorb. Number four is the timing of hydration. Look, when you're eating your meals, it's not the time for you to hydrate. Like a glass of liquid, whether it's green tea, herbal tea, whether it's water at room temperature or warm, is what you should be drinking when you're eating. If you're drinking a lot of fluids when you're consuming food, it's going to lower the stomach acid, which is going to cause maldigestion and absorption. It's going to wash away some of the enzyme function in your body, and it's going to reduce absorption of the nutrients. Not good. So you should be hydrating throughout the day when you're not consuming foods. And eating foods that have high amounts of of water and fluids in them is really important. Having fresh fruits and having fresh vegetables and some fruits in moderation is really the key for all that. So timing is important. Drinking too much late in the day, especially before you go to bed, is a problem because it's going to disrupt your sleep because you're going to have to get up multiple times and urinate. It's not good. Hydrate in the morning, hydrate often, but stay away from a lot of hydration with your meals. Number 5, using some type of hydration drops like chlorophyll. We use chlorophyll in our detox Pro Plus formula. Chlorophyll, it adds hydration. The chlorophyll is a structured form, and it binds to hemoglobin. And so it'll grab that water and attach it to the blood, and it helps support oxygen transportation. Chlorophyll really makes you feel really great as well. Number 6, use high quality water filtration. I use filtration systems that pull out chlorine and fluoride. I do not want to drink chlorine and fluoride in my water. It's bad for the GI system. These are neurotoxins. They're carcinogens. They lower our IQ. These are problems. So bad. So I have filtration systems that pull that out and then push minerals back into the water. And then I use hydrogen infused water. Hydrogen infused water will structure your water as well. It'll also remove the heavy metals and all that if you have a proper filtration system. Number 7 is add fresh lemon, lime, or kiwi. No, key lime. Add fresh lemons, limes, or key limes to your water. A squeeze of that, even though it's acid, has an alkaline finish, so it helps improve digestion, helps that water become living, helps that water absorb on a cellular basis. By the way, it has a lot of vitamin C and alkalinity to it. It's really good for proper hydration of the body. Number 8, hydrating with coconut water. It's got to be organic, real coconut water. And I'm going to tell you, don't get it in plastic bottles. Get it in bottles that don't leach. PBAs. There's cardboard. There's glass. There's all kinds of other ceramics you can get it in, or make your own coconut water. Real organic coconut water is phenomenal for electrolytes and for hydration. Super duper amazing. Great natural electrolyte balance. Number 9, incorporate hydrating foods like we discussed. Things like watermelon, cucumber, celery's a big one. One thing, if you're having trouble hydrating, because of the good amounts of, there's 3 different kinds of sodium that are in celery, which is way different than what's in salt. You can juice 2 to 3 celery stalks a day. That is a really great biohack. Or eating 2 or 3 celery stalks a day is a really great biohack to help improve hydration in the body. And then number 10, drinking water and fluids, like I said, green teas, herbal teas, or water at room temperature helps improve quality and function of absorption. And sipping that water instead of chugging it helps your body stay hydrated over the long term. So there's so many things you can do. Hydration is not that difficult. It's so important because it's one of the be wells. So you have to think well, move well, sleep well, breathe well, think well, hydrate well, supplement well in order to be well. And it's not difficult. But most people don't know where to begin with hydration. So here's a quick, simple, easy podcast for you, your friends, and family to understand things you can do to improve hydration in your body. But listen, don't just take my word for it. Do it. Stay consistent to a hydration plan for 90 days. You're going to be blown away by how much better you look and how much better you feel. You want to get rid of wrinkles? Want to get rid of poofiness in the body? Want to get rid of joint pain? Hydrate your body. Here's what I want you to do. Go back, re-listen to this, watch this, share this with your friends and family members. Go to our website, peptalk.world. That's peptalk.world. Share our podcast on all your social medias. Like, subscribe, share. Listen, folks, the truth will set you free. Knowledge is power, but wisdom is taking that knowledge and applying it to your life. And our job is to give you the map, the keys, and the car. You still got to drive this thing. So, folks, until we meet again, I'm Dr. Eric Naputi. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the world. Stay smart out there, and I'll see you next time. Be well.